Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief, where we talk about our favorite thing in the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency. There you go. Bye-bye. Yeah. So we are continuing our playlist on how to use the Degen Farmer spreadsheet. This will be the fourth video in the playlist about how to use it for the animal farm, including the garden, the drip garden, the piggy bank, and the pig pen. And some bullish new news on the Degen Farmer spreadsheet about what I'll be rolling out to update all current NFT holders with something very special. Let's get it. Boing. Love it. If you come to my YouTube channel here for daily degeneracy, please like and subscribe to this channel so you can get all updates and future rollouts and tutorials on how to use the sheet, and also any other alpha on the projects that I love. I will be talking about too, right? But you can come down here to Degen Farmer spreadsheet tutorial, and we have 3 videos so far. One on an overview of the site and the project. Then we have the Degen Farmer spreadsheet, how to unlock it and how to purchase your NFT. And then yesterday I did a video about the brand new drip tool that's been brought out on it, right? Which is very in-depth and it is very powerful and it's awesome. So I hope you all are using that and learning about it and enjoying it. And like I said, today we're talking about Animal Farm. And in that video yesterday, I also put out this tweet where I am giving away another 10 drip. Congratulations to Dominic Thomas D1 who won the last 10 drip from the last video. Now we have another one going for 10 drip, about $10, $90. All you have to do is like, comment, and retweet this tweet. The link for the tweet is, of course, in the description for you to find there. So here's the spreadsheet, and this is what we're going to be talking about. And today we're focusing on the drip section, and we're focusing on the drip garden. We're focusing on the piggy bank, and we're focusing on the pig pen, okay? How to use these, and it's kind of about my philosophy too as a Degen farmer. What does that mean? That I believe in the animal farm and in drip network. So for me personally, my ethos, my philosophy of Degen farming on this site is all about how to utilize the different platforms so they work together in an ecosystem. We're going to talk more about that, right? I do have a plan that I've made, I can show you. And of course, the NFT is available on OpenSeas. Here it is here. And I was thinking about my NFT, right? I think that my NFT, right, that I've released, and your NFT, which you've purchased for just $20, right, is better than the majority of most NFTs out there. One, it's only $20. It's not 2 ETH, 5 ETH. It's 0.01 Ethereum on the Polygon chain. And two, it offers you this utility, this wonderful utility, which I can upgrade continuously, giving you more and more perks. For example, the newest perk that I have added to the NFT but not rolled out yet, this will be coming very soon, is I've actually improved the spreadsheet. If we come here to the drip section on my own sheet, which I used to roll out the testing before I put it into the master sheet, we can see here I have added, under the drip garden, we have the animal farm with every single pool pair, every single farm pair on the site at the moment, and we also have the dog pound. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the formula for how they calculate the cell tax by taking the token and wallet loyalty. You can input that in. It's going to give you your cell tax. So you're always going to know what your cell tax is currently on your dogs. And the auto dogs compounds into the dogs and Rat BNB and the dogs BUSD pools. I think both of them, possibly just one. I'll check that before launch, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how to work it so that when you actually compound the auto dogs, it's automatically going to be adding into your dog's pool token for you, so you don't even need to do it. Yeah, so that's coming out to all NFT holders. If you want it now or if you buy it later, you can find it on Polygon OpenSea. Check out that second video in my playlist to get it. And yeah, let's get into today's video. So this will all be working around the one site. This is the Animal Farm site here with the piggy bank, the pig pen, and of course the fantastic drip garden. I'm going to be working in unison to get some details from a very great site called Drip Formulate, which I'm going to get to right now. If we focus first on the drip garden, okay, and of remembering the philosophy I was explaining about how we should be compounding enough so that we get a higher market share inside of the system, aiming to get paid out by the end in stable coins, right? That is the idea. And using the drip garden on Formulate, link for this in the description too. This is a read-only site. You will put your wallet address in and it's going to give you a bunch of information which you can use to start populating your sheet, right? So you come to the Degen Farmer, I will open my one, and you will have a different one, of course. Just getting it is going to look like this, right? And once you populate your NFT hash in there, right, then you're going to get the drip price, and then you're going to be able to fill in what you put in here. First thing you need to do is to figure out, try and remember back in time, or if you're new to the drip garden, you can begin now, right? and just find out how much you invested and put that in, right? So if you are new to the garden, then your compounded, of course, is going to be 0. If you are in the garden already, but you haven't been making any track of your compounding in the garden, it's also going to be 0. If you have tracked it already, you can take any of your compounds and put them in there. So far I've compounded $34,000 since I started tracking this about 3 months ago, right? My current plants, I would come over to quickly to drip formulate, and it will have them for me right here. So I copy that. This won't actually do anything, right? It's just a way that I like to use to keep track of how many plants I have, because I like to have competitions with people on Twitter to see if I have more plants than other people, right? Then coming into an important part, which is your current value. Now, by going onto the garden here, you're never going to see the current value of your farm. It's only going to give you a bunch of percentage numbers and your plants price, right? But that's the beauty of Drip Formulate, where you can actually see your total value, right, of the garden right now, and that is mine there, $14,671. So as you see, last time I tracked this, I was about $12,000. So I'll come in and I'll just put that in there. As you see, that's actually raised up my unrealized there. Then we also have our taken. Whenever you sell from the garden, you can put in your taken. And we have an APR counter here of the garden is roughly 1,095% APR, which should be 3% daily. But it is a minor, right? So you're always going to find that the garden is going to give you a fluctuating rate of that 3%. So be aware of that. You're not going to get exactly what the sheet says. But this is an eyeballing way of seeing what you could take. So if every day, right, and I got no referral bonuses because there's no way of really catching those referrals, I just profit took every day from the garden, right, I would get probably a roughly about $13,200 out of it, right? But at the same time, as I keep selling out of the garden, my current value is going to continue to drop. That's why using the drip formulate share value is very important, right? So you can keep an eye on that. If you see your USD value, right, going down, then you have to think, okay, I need to start compounding. I need to put more into the garden because I'm losing out to other people who are compounding, right? Meaning that your daily return is going to start going down as opposed to up. And we should be putting it up, right? So that's what I like to do. So that's the garden one there, quite straightforward and simple. Let's now check out the second one, which is the pig pen, right? Let's get into the pig pen. The pig pen has a token tracker of pigs token here, so don't touch that. That's always going to give you the best price for the pigs token. We can come here, we can see a blue here on compounded value. That is taking your pigs that you've compounded here and timesing it by the pig price to give you an always updated value of what you've compounded, right, to the current token price. Then we have the current value, which would be the amount of pigs that you have staked inside of your pig pen. Then we have a tab for your BUSD rewards and for pigs unlocked, because remember, if you do stake pigs in the pig pen, you can unlock them 2% daily. So the amount of pigs that you've unlocked, you can start putting them here. If you do sell them, I would just start adding them probably into BUSD rewards is where I would start adding them, because you are profiting there, right? And then at the end, we do have the unrealized. So there is no APR calculator here on the pig pen because there's no available APR. If you did want to add something, you could add in a counter for the value of, if we come here to the pig pen, you could add a counter here for the total pigs locked and the amount of BUSD rewards that are there to be claimed, right? You could start adding that. From when you start, what you want to do is, again, what I did was I created this sheet when the pigs were migrating because I wanted to know how much exactly I'd migrated from my old pigs into the new pigs. So I wanted to know when I would ROI, right? I haven't yet ROI'd, as you can see, right? So I invested before 13,671 into the pig pen from my migration, right? And I staked that on migration day, which was the 12th of May, right? And we're in August now. It's been a while, right? Since then, I've compounded 58 pigs into the contract, right? My compounded value, in dollars, we can change that to dollars coming up here and clicking on dollar there, right? Is at the moment $4,500, right? Just from compounding, okay? There's different ways of compounding. I'm going to explain that again in the philosophy, the ethos of Animal Farm. How many pigs do I have staked? 122. I can come here to the Animal Farm. You can see that 122.4 pigs are staked currently for me. Ooh, I'm missing one. So as I put that 0.4, you'll see the current value. The current value of my pigs in my pig pen are $9,627, and so far I've been rewarded with $600 of BUSD, meaning that right now my unrealized is I'm still $3,000 out from that. But we're getting closer as I keep getting more pigs, and the price of pigs is beginning to recover. It was $80 yesterday, it was $60 3 weeks ago, right? So it's going up. I'm getting closer to even, right? And that's great. Okay, as I get closer to even, I really want to just ROI completely in the BUSD rewards. That would be amazing, right? But it's still taking some time. So what I do, let's do my this is about weekly, right? So as you can see at the bottom here, I have claimable BUSD of $41 of BUSD. So I'd come over to the sheet and I would add that. So I'd click here, come over to my counter, we go equals, right? Because we're going to add to the formula, right? And add $41 to there. Okay. And the pigs, which I can collect today, which are going to be put back into the pig pen automatically, are 1.61. So again, I come here, I come to compounded pigs, and I add 1.61 to that, plus 1.61. Boom. Okay. And then I hit that compound. And of course, using a ledger, please. Put all this work into tracking this stuff. You got to make sure it's safe as well. So obviously the amount of BUSD that's going to be dropped to us from holding our pigs is going to be increased as soon as the farm opens, because from the farm section and the pool section, all those deposit fees are going to be going into the pig pen reward balance, giving us more. So I do expect my pigs to be more valuable, and I do expect to be getting much more BUSD from them as the farm opens. That's why I'm continuing to compound, right? I'm getting ready. It's been a 3-month journey of compounding these pigs, right? My aim is 1,000 pigs. That's my aim, by the way. So some changes you could make if you want to make it a little bit more complex. You could put the compounded to just continually add to the stake pigs so that you don't actually ever need to deal with the stake pigs. It's just going to continue to grow as you press in the compound. Yeah, it would mathematically just add into the stake pigs. That's what you could do if you wanted to improve this or tweak it slightly. You know, go ahead, let me know and I'll add it in, right? So the last one we want to check out is the piggy bank down here. And this is a very interesting one because actually it does deal within the ecosystem of the pig pen as well. Let me show you an example of that. Piggy bank is similar to the drip garden. It will give you a variable 3% daily, but it also does offer time lock. So you can time lock your stake for as long as you want. You can also make multiple stakes on the same wallet with this. So as you see here, I do have some running at the moment. Some of these are locked, like this one has a time remaining of 603 days left. Yeah, just under 2 years I'm doing on that one. That's going to be an epic one when it's ready. So just to show you an example of what we can do here, I would come to, for example, this bottom stake here, right? There's no timer on this. I have $100. So what I would do is I would sell that, right? I'm going to sell it. Now, what you need to remember is that you're selling a liquidity token. Okay, so this is the way I see it. Now I'm going to get pigs and I'm going to get BUSD. What I want to do with that? Well, I want to keep the BUSD for doing whatever I want, which would be, it's great that it's $100 because it's exactly half, right? So we come down here and I'd say I have taken, right? Taken $50. Boom. But also I'm going to compound $50 because I'm going to have their $50 worth of pigs. And where am I going to put them? I'm not going to put them in the piggy bank. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to compound them into my pig pen, right? So to split the LP, of course, pancake swap, yeah, $50 of BUSD and 0.63 pigs. We remove that and I add those 0.63 pigs into here. Of course, because I don't want to put it in both, because this is all going to be populating, and remember, on the dashboard here, inside of your pig pen, compounded and profit, compound in yellow, profit in blue, and also your piggy bank. You don't want to be populating 2 different farms with the same amount of money, because then it's going to give you an unreal amount of the money that you're actually making, if you understand what I'm saying. So what do we have here? Anyway, so that's how I use both of them together, okay? Now let's get deep dive the last parts of the piggy bank so you fully understand it, and that's going to be at the end of today's video. Sadly, I know. Again, we have the price for pigs exactly the same. We have the link here for the piggy bank, and then we have our amount invested. So you're going to have to remember, again, if you were migrating, how much was it that actually went into your piggy bank from the very start. And if you're just beginning for the first time, then you can just put that in initially, right? So you know how much you put in, so you know how much you need to profit to ROI, okay? And then we have the time lock. So if you put a 0 time lock on it, I just put NA. If we have a time lock on it here, we just put it on weeks. Now, another thing we could improve is we could put a timer formula on this to actually count down, so we can actually see in the sheet how long until your steak is finished. That would be sweet, right? I might add that too. I've got loads of ideas today. And then we have our compounded. Just realized I didn't update for my last sheet the compounded. I was thinking that was a bit weird. I've been working a lot harder than that in compounding here. So when I compound my piggy bank, for example here, this is an only compounder one, right? So it's 467 today. I can't sell it because there's a 600-day timer on it, right? So then I would just compound there. So I'm compounding $467 back into it, keeping track of that. It's important. This is all important because we need to get our ROI. We need to see how our compounding is adding to the growth and fighting against the decay to get yourself a higher market share. Because the decay in the piggy bank, I would say, is even more aggressive than the decay in the garden, to be honest. So I take there 467. So as you can see, I've compounded a lot into this, right? And this is what's interesting that I found out with the sheet, right? So date steak would be when you open your steak. Current piglets, this is also just like plants, right? You just want to kind of keep an eye on how much you have. I don't think I've updated this for a while because now I have, I have 10 million piglets now in this one. Wow. Amazing. But of course, 10 million piglets seems like a lot. But this is the beauty of this sheet. This is the most important thing about this sheet. You can actually see visually the decay that you're dealing with here. So again, we're going to come, we want to get our current values, right? We're going to come into drip formulate. I'm going to show you how to do this. So we'll see exactly how this miner is actually working on the back end. Again, read-only site, put your wallet address in, and then it will start showing you your stakes. So the one I want to pay attention to is my largest one, which would be this one down here. Yep. So I've been compounding this 100% since launch. It's on a 600-day time lock. We have here the 11 million piglets, and it's now worth 5,240, right? Which means that my decay is still continuing to happen, because before the current value was 6,000, right? So 5,240, meaning that the decay on the piggy bank currently does not outrace, right? Does not beat continuous 100% compounding on an $11,000 stake initially, right? So that's interesting, right? That's 11,000 in, 21,000 compounded, current value of only $5,000. But at the same time, I have taken nothing out of it yet, right? So you can go through drip formulate and you can add in all of the current values and keep track of that. I do about once every month just so I can get an overall idea, right, of what's going on. You can track the airdrops that you've sent. As you can see, I've tracked $3,600 worth of airdrops from that to the team, but I haven't done any recently because, of course, I'm battling the decay, essentially, right? The current APR is similar to the garden, where it will give you a rough idea of what's going to happen. But as I said, with the decay on the garden, it's very hard to find out any formula that's actually going to work on that. So that would be how we use the piggy bank. And again, that will all self-populate here, where we can see here the piggy bank down here in the blue. We have the pig pen here in the green. Of course, drip taking up the majority of my pie, right? Or you can come to your dash and you can see here your total invested over all your platforms, right? Your current value over all your platforms, the profit you've taken, right? Your unrealized gains, okay? Just to give you a great overall idea of what's going on there. Okay, so that's today's video on how to deal with the spreadsheet on the pig pen, on the piggy bank, and on Drip Garden. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, get into my website, cryptomischief.io, if you want to find out more about this spreadsheet or more about my channel. And please be good to each other. Like, subscribe. Thank you. If you've watched the whole way to the end and you haven't left a comment, please make a comment, because it really helps out the algorithm of the system, gets, you know, this seen to more people. More people that we see, the more smart people we're going to get into our community, and the more that we can help each other and protect ourselves from the asshole whales who are trying to dump us as liquidity. Yeah. So far, I've had 3 emails from people with problems with the degen farmer being with their hash. One thing to be very, very careful with is when you do buy the NFT and get your transaction hash, right, of the purchase of the NFT, make sure to put that into the Google form correctly, because if you put in the wrong number, then that's why it's not populating the price feeds, right? So be careful about that. If you do have a problem, email me on my website, right, at cryptomischief.io, and then I can quickly answer you back and get it all fixed for you. Don't worry. I got your back.
That's right. Got that cryptocurrency. Tell me how you do it.